Hey, Mr. Zam here, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Oceanblock. Now, before we get into the agenda of today's episode, let us first recap on what are the things that I've done in between episodes. So, as you may see, we now have two more platforms that is extending onto the center platform. Right, again, this one, as I said yesterday, we will be putting like a drawer system of some kind, where we will be putting all of our sluice items in there. And as well as I think I'm going to be putting the refined storage in the very middle. And then for the other side, I think I mentioned this before as well, that we will be putting all of the mystical agricultures in here. Right, because again, mystical agriculture is one of the core mods in the mod pack itself. So you need actually the seeds, you need to produce the seeds to make the creative essence, technically. Right, so I also cleared up our farm for, well, we don't really need that because I found a neat mechanic with this healing axe. If you like select the healing axe, notice our hunger bar. It freaking heals. With this healing axe, we will never get hungry. That's right, we just sold world hunger with this axe. I mean, this is really OP, not gonna lie. And I didn't even know like this was a thing. In between episodes as well, I've completed our sluice setup. As you can see, we now have two more of the material stonework factory. And then at the very last is a pulverizer for, again, as what I said, this two sluice right here will be sluicing gravel. This one sand, and then this one is for the dust, right? And then I also upgraded all of the material stonework factory with the processing one. So this one, it will just automatically create the gravel. It will skip the cobblestone part, which is pretty neat, which is what we want. Same goes to the other stonework factory, as you can see. And then for this one, I'm not sure if tier 2 is overkill, but I feel like you only need tier 1 to skip through the sand. I'm not sure, I just skipped through to tier 2 for I don't want to waste some of the add-ons. And yeah, with this we were able to skip through the cobblestone and the gravel, and then it just straightly creates sand for us. Right, so this material stonework factory will be automatically outputting to the sluice and as well as to our pulverizer right there. And then this pulverizer will then pulverize the sand into dust, which will then auto output the dust to the diamond sluice. And as you can see, we have a fully automated and compact sluice setup. Right, but we did encounter a new bottlenecks. As you can see, I've disconnected it for this. Our power generation is not keeping up with our power demand, and so yeah, we're going to be fixing that. Also, in this side right here, I've fully crafted all the necessary jars, and then I also made two buffer tanks. For this one is for the lava, and this one for the water. And then the very bottom of this is where the magic comes in, actually. So for our lava transportation, we made use of ender tanks, right? And then I just made use of industrial foregoing, or rather integrated dynamics, to do the logistics of these guys right here. So for this one, ender tank, simply as that. But for this one, we're using the omnidirectional connection, wherein we will be pulling water from this aqueous accumulator and then storing that into our jumbo tank. And then this fluid exporter will be grabbing water from this jumbo tank and then store that into the ender tank. So basically what happens is the water comes here, right? This is the source. It will be inserted to the tank and then it will be exported towards the ender tank. So we will always have a buffer of water no matter what. For this importer cannot directly import water onto the exporter. If that made sense. I do hope so. That made sense. For yeah, We now have wireless transportation for both lava and as well as for water. And that's very good. I think that's all of the things that I've done in between episodes. Nothing too fancy really. And yeah, let's just go with the agenda of today's episode. Oh yeah, I'll talk about that later. So for the miscellaneous, we'll be collecting our quest rewards. It's always gonna be that one. For, I mean, yeah, this is a questing mod pack. It's necessary to collect rewards, right? So I will just directly claim all of the rewards. And we've gotten another batches of garden cloches. We have this Imperium Hammerhead. Interesting. That is actually pretty good. We also got Ender chests. And Nether seeds. What? And exchanging gadgets. Hello. Oh, iron seeds. Okay, it's not much, but really the mystical agriculture one is really hard to get. And I'm really happy that we're getting that as a reward. For I don't want to craft them, for it's kind of tedious to craft them. Right, so that's actually a pretty good reward right there. So we now have saltpeter, we now have inferior seeds, we now have blitz seeds. Right, let's claim that one more time. That is a rod of lands. That's from Botania. I'm not sure what that thing does. Yeah, we got now 5 seeds and then 8 garden cloches. Singularity tank, let's put that in our storage system. Prudentium, yeah, okay. This one is great actually. Mining level 5. You know what? Oh wait, that is a different hammer. I thought this is from FTB Sluice. Okay, let's put that one in here. Shader grab bag. Item filter, sure. Exchanging gadget, we'll be putting that in our backpack. And dirt chest, let's put that to our storage system. I don't need that one. And rod of lands, put that in our storage system. Alrighty. So we are done with our miscellaneous. For the sub goal is nether exploration. For I just found out that you can actually get nether star out from pulsating crates, and it's relatively high as well. The chance, it's 9.09% chance that you'll get nether star. That is crazy, and I want that nether star, really. So yeah, we'll be exploring the nether, but let's do first the main goal of today's episode, which is better power generation. Yes, there's a lot of ways that you can generate power in here. But I feel like the most efficient way is through the use of gas burning generator. Right, again, we do have power as well, or like power mod, wherein the reactor can, I think the maximum RF that you can produce in a reactor from power is 82k RF per tick. But with the gas burning generator, you can get at least 72k. It's not more than 84k, but we will be using 8 gas burning generators. So 8 times 72k equals, that's a lot. We don't do math here. So yeah, that's a lot. And all of this can be handled by only one PRC as well. So this is really efficient, and it's self-sustaining as well. And I've already built this in FTB Endeavor actually, but I'm going to be doing this again in here, for it's just a really good power setup. So yeah, enough chit chat. Let's go with the making of this. So I think I'm going to be putting the power generation inside of our house. I was planning on putting that in there, but as what I've planned or envisioned, I'm going to be just putting machines in there. So yeah, I'll just instead put this one in here. It's a really small setup actually, so we're not gonna be cramped in the inside of our house. Right, so let's get all of the necessary stuff. By the way, in this setup right here, you'll be needing 3 basic chemical tanks, 7 logic cables, 10 blue connectors, 1 controller, 1 crusher, the dimensional cell is optional, 1 electrolytic separator, 6 gas burning generator, 1 energized smelter, 1 pressurized reaction chamber, 7 energy interfaces, 1 by 2 oak drawer, and lastly 1 ender tank. Oh yeah, you actually need the phytogenic insulator as well. For this is your source of biofuel. All right, let's build this one. So on the very corner of this is where the drawer will sit, and then on the bottom of that one is where the phytogenic insulator will sit, or will hang rather. And then on the bottom of this phytogenic insulator will be the energized smelter, and then beside that one is going to be the crusher, and in the middle is the pressurized reaction chamber. Right, and then in the middle, or right beside this pressurized reaction chamber, is the electrolytic separator. And then after that is going to be the controller. Then on top of the controller will be our dimensional cell. Again, this is optional. And then on the very top is where our ender tank will sit. Right, and the basic chemical tank will sit on top of the pressurized reaction chamber. All 3 of them. Actually, that's not all 3 of them. Alright, and then beside those the basic chemical tanks will be the gas burning generators. Just like so. Alrighty, so this is the full setup. Like, this is everything. And all we need to do is to connect the backs of this. So let me get rid of this, and as well as these guys. I did not mean to do that. There we go. Let's get rid of this. I don't really care. Let me grab a slab real quick. There we go. Is it night? Can we sleep? No. Okay. So, this, if we make use of a regular connector from XNet, it cannot extract high amounts of energy, right? We are limited with this blue connector. So, instead of using blue connectors, we're going to be using energy interfaces from Integrate Dynamics. Can I remove you, good sir? Yeah, I totally can. Right, so let's make use of energy interfaces for this one. Is really good for exporting power. So you connect the cables. By the way, this kind of setup, this Integrate Dynamics right here, will not lag your PC whatsoever, so you are safe for that one. Don't quote me on that, by the way, because I'm not sure. I did not need to do that. There we go. Alrighty, so then we need to put the last energy interface on the bottom middle part. Alright, and then let's connect all of the other machines with the connectors. So you, something like so. Oh, we have extra blue connector. Right, so then let's just disconnect this. This is, I'm not sure, I think that is east. So east, yeah, it's east, and then disconnect the top, except for this one, for we want to connect this. We don't want the top to connect the west. Alrighty, so that is looking pretty cool now, pretty neat. Alright, and then I think all we need to do next is just configure the connector itself. Right, so we have all of this, right? Something like that. Now let us edit our channel 1 to enter, or rather to energy, XNet energy, create. And then we want to be extracting from this logic cable right here. Remember, this one is connected to this energy interface. So yes, that's where we want to connect. So this one should be extract, and then insert to any machine that accepts power. So copy this connector to the clipboard and just control V. Just like so. Right, and then we're going to set the second channel to XNet fluid, for we want to extract, or rather we want to insert water to the electrolytic separator, to the pressurized reaction chamber, and as well as to the phytogenic insulator. So extract, and then electrolytic separator insert, okay, insert control connector, copy connector, and then in control V, control V. Alright, so this three should be inserting power, or rather fluid, water to be specific. And then on the third channel is where the XNet item should be. So then we want to extract the substrate out from the pressurized reaction chamber to the oak drawer. So we want to insert that to our drawer right there. And I think that's pretty much it. So we're lacking actually some upgrades to our phytogenic insulator. We will be needing the cyclic, this one right here, because it says here products may be transferred back to input on process completion. So we want to get this. So let me get this first and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and I made as well the hardened integral component, for it was pretty easy to get. And yeah, we also have our cyclical processing. So let's put you right over there. So that should be fine now. Now if I look for potatoes, I have tons of potatoes here actually. Let's put one there. I think it only needs one really. Then the rest will be on our energized smelter. Now we need first to power all of these guys. So let me grab a cell, kind of like card right here, this one right here. Connect our dimensional cell. Alright, so it's linked. Now if I put you there, right, and then set this one to output, we should be getting any power now. Oh yeah, by the way, I need to, what is this? It's somewhere in the pressurized chamber. I'll just take a look at that after this. But we need to extract from here actually. So as you can see, it will start rumbling. So yeah, I need to set up as well the configuration of this. So, oh yeah, this one needs water. Oh yeah, so at the back we need to put insert so that we can insert water there. And then we should auto output the potatoes to the bottom, something like so. And then this energized smelter should be accepting from the top and then outputting to the right, something like that. And this one should be on auto output. Then this one accepting from the left, outputting to the right. Put this on auto output. And then this pressurized reaction chamber should be accepting from the left and outputting to nothing. And then for the gases, it should be inserting from the right and outputting to the top. Eject on. Okay, that's cool. For the fluids, yes, I think that's basically it. Alright, and then for this basic chemical tanks, we want to be inserting from the bottom and outputting to the left, right, and top. Something like so. Then we can now set this to input actually. Since this gas burning generator has started producing powers, so we can now insert this. And yeah, as you can see, we are now producing power. This one should be on outputting to the top, to the left, top, and right. And this one should be inputting to the left and to the right. Alright, so that's basically it. We are now producing power. Alright, I actually need to put this on output so that it will insert the substrate there. Alrighty. Now if we get some poisonous potato, we will just put this onto our oak drawer and then set this to output so that it will auto output the poisonous potato up top, but the regular potato will be onto the energized smelter. That's basically it. That's like 72,000 times 6 power production. I know that is crazy, but it's super loud. No, it's super loud in here now. But don't worry, for we do have this muffler that we have. So I want to anchor. Let's see, let's put this one right here. Let's set the anchor here. Right, so anchor number 1. Set this one, and then let's just say the radius would be just 5. Accept. Alright. So then what we want is to get rid of, let's see, I think most of them are mechanism. Gas generators, crusher, electrolytic separator, energized smelter, and a pressurized reaction chamber. And we are good. And that's basically it, right? There's no noise whatsoever now. That is crazy. That is crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much it, really. For the main goal, we've completed it, basically. So, nether exploration. This is where we want. This is what we want to do next. For I do want to get some nether star. Okay. Now remember, our home is set to this block right here, right? And whenever we drop onto a lava, right? I could just type home, and then it will extinguish any fire. So that is cool. That is like a countermeasure that I have set up. Right, now before we go to the nether, I would like first to enchant our stuff. Right, these guys right here. And remember, we got this book O enchanting. And it says here, no bookshelf needed for enchanting, which is pretty sweet. Right, so I can just, let me actually get some lapis. So I could just put my item in there, or armor, and then some lapis, and I get to 30 enchanting level. I know, pretty OP. I like it. On breaking 3, I will get that. Fire protection 4. Okay, on breaking 3, yeah, let's grab that one. Fire protection again. What is... Oh yeah, there we go. Protection 3. Oh, I don't have any levels. Let me grab some jelly babies. I got tons of them. There we go. So this one right here, protection 3. Let me grab that one. That is trash, actually. Depth Strider 3. Yeah. Protection 3, okay. So I think that will be good for now. Look at that. We are glowing, boys. Hey. Hello. Alright, so I think it's now safe to travel to the nether and explore. I know, we will see. Wish me luck, guys. See you in the nether. Okay, sorry to disappoint you, but we will not be pushing any further with the nether exploration. I just edited the video and we've basically surpassed the 20-minute mark already, and exploration takes time, actually. So yeah, I will be exploring instead the nether in between episodes, and probably I'm just going to tell you on what are the interesting stuff that I found while I was exploring the nether. So yeah, I'm so sorry, but hey, let's look at the bright side of things here. I managed to give you a really interesting and handy self-sufficient power generation. And hey, if you made use of my own setup of power generation, let me know in the comment section below. I'll highly appreciate you giving me a heads up. So yeah, I think that will be it for today's episode. Again, I'm so sorry, but hey, but if you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as well for more contents like this. See you in the next episode. As always, have a nice day. Peace out.